Hey, what's up? How you doing? Welcome to my show. I am Rondell L. Jordan, aka DJBlackSwanRadio.com. I am also the author of a book series under the title IlluminatedNubians.com, where I break down or decode the biblical scriptures, illuminating the Nubian perspective that has been taken out of context due to the whitewashing of the African names and references due to the conquest, right? So, we talk a lot about the Nile River because this is where Genesis takes place. And we discuss the details that are hidden from us. Details like the Nile River went out of Eden to water the garden, and from there it parted and became 4 rivers' heads. The name of the first is Pishon. It is the one which encompasses the whole land of Havilah, where there is gold. And the gold of that land is good. Bdellium and onyx stone are there. You see, we skim over these things. What do you mean the gold was there and the gold was good and bdellium and onyx stone? Where can you find these 3 things? Well, it gives us another clue. The name of the second river is Gihon. It is the one which encompasses the whole land of Cush. So here we are in the land of Cush. Genesis 2. There was gold, a rare rhythm called bdellium that is used much like myrrh, and the onyx stone, which is a gemstone used to defend against evil spirits during war. See, you have to have knowledge to piece these things together and understanding of the elements in order to understand where you are, to be able to understand that you are in Ethiopia, which is a Greek word that's used to hide the land of Cush and its descendants. See, Cush is a character that represents not only the land, but the descendants of the Nubian people. So here we are, we're talking about the Nubian in Genesis 2 and its connection through the river water route to Assyria. So in chapter 2 verse 14, the name of the third river is Hiddekel, which is spelled Hidde, as in hide, hidden or hide, and in Kel, Hiddekel, hidden. It is the one which goes toward the east of Assyria. The only river that goes from Cush towards Assyria is the Nile River. The fourth river is the Euphrates. So this is the water route that connects Cush to Assyria down into Babylonia. Right. So the Nile is the river. And Adam is the God of creation, Atum, the evening sun, the setting sun. This is why the sun is called Set or Seth. The Greeks use the word Seth, but Atum's sun is Set, sunset. He was the evening sun. This is the reason why the word Eve was given to his wife. Alright? The serpent is the serpent goddess, the Eye of Ra, or Wajet, or the Uraeus adorning the crowns of the high priests and the pharaohs, because she is the key to life. This is the center focus, is generational wealth. the continuation of the descendants of the Nubian people. So this is a divine order. The sons of men is another black deity, the black fertility god, the god of agriculture. The sons of the Nile River, agriculture, who processed the papyrus and made paper and traded this to the kings and high priests of the foreign lands so that they can spell out their decrees and manifest their destinies by creating paper money, contracts, scriptures, laws, divine rights, rituals, spells. The art of spelling. I talk a lot about Genesis, the Alpha, and Revelations, the Omega, the first and last chapters, the beginning and the end. Because these chapters confirm each other. Revelations 22 confirms Genesis 2. Revelations 22 begins, off the top of my head, "Now he showed me a pure river of water of life, clear as crystal, proceeding from the throne of God and of the Lamb. In the middle of its streets, and on either side of the river, was the tree of life, which bore 12 fruit, each tree yielding its fruit every month. And the leaves of the tree were for the healing of the nations. And there shall be no more curse. The leaves of the tree were for the healing of the nations, because when the woman saw that the tree was good for food, that it was pleasant to the eyes, and a tree desirable to make one wise, she took of its fruit and ate. She also gave to her husband with her, and he ate. Then the eyes of both of them were opened, and they knew that they were naked, and they sewed fig leaves together and made themselves coverings." So the tree of knowledge is the fig leaves. You have to figure it out, right? You figure out your heritage, your lineage. This is something that is taught to you, right? It's just a part of conception having to do with the mind, right? Then it also has to do with conception having to do with bearing children, right? A woman with child. So that is the future. So the fruit of knowledge is given to us by our ancestry, right? It's the past. It's passed down to us. Whereas the fruits of life, the tree of life, which is the papyrus, is generational wealth. This is passed on to the future generation. This has to do with the future, us passing on and what was passed on to us. All right? The eyes of both of them were open, and they knew that they were naked, and they sewed fig leaves together and made themselves coverings. They covered their sexuality, which has been hidden from us, controlled by the institutions in which monopolized the spirituality, the spiritual realm. So the tree of life is a metaphor for the papyrus, but also the lineage, right? And it is gained from knowledge. And this is the reason why they were kept from knowledge, forbidden from knowledge, not from the tree of life, right? It says in Genesis 3:22, then the Lord God said, behold, the man has become like one of us, confirming what the serpent had said, to know good and evil. And now, lest he put out his hand and take also of the tree of life. Least means to prevent something with the, having the intention to prevent something undesirable. Lest he put out his hand and take also of the tree of life and eat and live forever. Therefore the Lord God sent him out of the garden of Eden to till the ground from which he was taken. You see, Adam was taken from Cush. But of course no one's going to tell you this. Who's going to tell you that? But it's written. You see it right in the words. Adam was taken and he was sent back to work, to work the ground, till the land from which he was taken. And so he drove out the man, and he placed cherubim at the east of the Eden, and a flaming sword which turned every way to guard the way of the tree of life. So he is guarding the way to the tree of life. But Christ, at the end, Revelations 22:14, he said, I am the Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the first and the last. Blessed are those who do his commandments, that they may have the right to the tree of life, and may enter through the gates into the city. Dogs outside are dogs. Dogs are domesticated creatures, right? And sorcerers, they're blindly loyal to their masters. And sorcerers, these are the masters. These are the ones that are the puppeteers, that are tricking the people. And the sexual and moral, meaning that sexuality has been manipulated and being used as a weapon, right? Or immorally, I should say. And murderers and idolaters, right? They're worshiping false idols, celebrities, Grammys, right? And whoever loves and practices a lie. So the lovers and practitioners of a lie are in the same category as all the dogs and the murderers and everyone else. But I, Jesus, have sent my angels to testify of these things in the churches, that I am the root, which is in Egypt, the Nile River, and the offspring of David, the bright and morning star, the binary star system, biracial, and the Spirit and the bride. The Spirit, out of Egypt I call my son, the bride, and he shall be called a Nazarene. That's Matthew 2. The Father called his son out of Egypt, but he was taken into the land of Israel, right? The land of his mother, by his stepfather, Joseph, who adopted or begotten Jesus as his own son. It says, but when he heard that, he said, Joseph initially, God came to him as a dream. The Lord initially came to him in a dream, which is different than God, who later came to him, right? He was warned by God in a dream in verse 22. But it says that the Lord